Good morning, students. Today we will solve some problems from geometrical properties of sections, and this is the last session for geometrical properties of sections. Find the moment of inertia of a rectangular lamina of 30 mm wide and 70 mm deep about its centroidal axis. Also find its least radius of gyration. So first you have to write the given dimensions. So type of the lamina is rectangle and its width B equal to 30 mm and depth D is equal to 17 mm. Fine. Area A is equal to B into D, that is 30 into 70, 2100 mm square. And we have to find the moment of inertia about its centroidal axis. Just see here, draw the rectangle. Its x and y are the centroidal axis, that is axis passing through its centroid. So Ix direct formula, just you have to remember the standard formula for rectangular section above. That is moment of inertia about Ix is equal to B d cube by 12. So substitute the values B 30, D 70 cube by 12. Calculate, we will get 857500 mm power 4. And moment of inertia about y axis. Iy is equal to db cube by 12. That is 70 into 30 cube by 12. Simplify. We'll get 157500 mm power 4. So in this, from above to moment of inertia, this Iyy is less than Ixx. So least radius of gyration k is equal to under root Iyy by A. I have to take moment of inertia, least moment of inertia for calculating least radius of gyration. So that is k is equal to under root Iyy by A. So substitute Iyy by A value. So 157500 by 2100 will get 8.66 mm. So like this, we'll find the moment of inertia and radius of gyration. Next, find the polar moment of inertia of a hollow circular section of outer diameter 50 mm and inner diameter 30 mm. Okay. First, you have to write the given values. So outer diameter capital D is equal to 50, inner diameter small d is equal to 30 mm. And moment of here we have to find polar moment of inertia. So what is polar moment of inertia? Is nothing but it is a moment of inertia of a section about normal axis, that is about ZZ axis. Izz we have to find. So Izz for circular section, here circular section is the hollow circular section. So polar moment of inertia Izz equal to pi by 32 into capital D power 4 minus small d power 4. So substitute the values. So pi by 32 into 50 power 4 minus 30 power 4. We will get Izz value. That is 534070.75 mm power 4. Next, find the moment of inertia about centroidal axis for the given I beam. The dimensions are as follows: top flange 90 cross 20, web 20 cross 100, bottom flange 150 cross 40. So draw the I section, and this I section is symmetrical about the y axis. So we have to find only y component only, not necessary to find x component. Why? Because x component lies on y axis itself. So first step is here, we have to follow 6 steps. Now first step, we have to divide the given composite section into standard individual sections. So we can divide this I section into 3 parts. So first, that is along this dotted line, we can division takes place. That is this lower bottom flange as one part, this vertical wedge as the second part, and that top flange is the third part. So our numbers are given, that is 1, 2, 3. And this is the first step. Second step, how to find the centroid of the I section. So what is the formula for centroid? So y bar is equal to a1 y1 plus a2 y2 plus a3 y3 by a1 plus a2 plus a3. So this is a standard formula for finding the centroid. So we have to first find the a1, a2, a3 and y1, y2, y3 values. So a1 equal to 150 cross 40, a2 is equal to 100 cross 20, and a3 is equal to 90 cross 20. Okay, a1 equal to 150 cross 40, 6000. a2 is equal to 20 cross 100, 2000. a3 is equal to 90 cross 20, 1800. And we have to find the y1, y2, y3. y1 equal to first part is bottom one. So that is half of 40. That is y1 is equal to 20. Okay. Next y2 is equal to rectangle is depth is 100. So half of 100 is 50. 50 plus 40, 90. Okay. y2 equal to 90. Next y3 is equal to half of 20. That is 10. 10 plus 100 plus 40. That is 140, 150. y3 is equal to 150. So after calculating all a1, a2, a3 and y1, y2, y3, substitute all these values in centroidal formula. That is y bar is equal to a1, y1 plus a2, y2 plus a3, y3 by a1 plus a2 plus a3. So that is 6000 into 20 plus 2000 into 90 plus 1800 into 150 by 6000 plus 2000 plus 1800. So we'll get y bar equal to 58.16 mm. So after finding the centroid of the composite section, next we have to find the distance between the centroid of the individual parts from centroid of the composite parts. That is hy1, hy2, hy3. So hy1, it is the difference between y bar and y. So that is y bar equal to how much it say 58.16. No? y1 is equal to 20. So h y1 is equal to y bar minus y1. That is 58.16 minus y1 minus 20. We will get 38.16. h y2 is equal to difference between y bar and y2. That is y2 is how much it say 90 minus 58.16. We will get 31.84. Next h y3 is equal to y3 minus y bar. That is 150 minus 58.16. That is we will get 91.84. Next after that, find I moment of inertia about x-axis. Ixx is equal to Ixx1 plus Ixx2 plus Ixx3. So I have to find Ixx1. General formula for Ixx is equal to, it's a rectangle, na? BDQ by 12 plus A into HY square. So Ixx1 is equal to B1 D1 cube by 12 plus A1 HY1 square. So B 150 D 40 cube by 12 plus area, that is 6000 into 38.16 whole square. Simplify, we will get Ixx1. Similarly, Ixx2 is equal to B2 D2 cube by 12 plus A2 AHY2 square. That is 20 into 100 cube by 12 plus 2000 into 31.84 square. Ixx3 is equal to B3 D3 cube by 12 plus A3 into HY3 square. That is 90 into 20 cube by 12 plus 1800 into 91.84 whole square. So after calculating Ixx1, Ixx2, Ixx3. Next, finally, moment of inertia of composite section Ixx is equal to Ixx1 plus Ixx2 plus Ixx3. So substitute the values and we will get Ixx. Next, Iyy is equal to direct Iy1 yy1 plus Iyy2 plus Iyy3. It is symmetrical about the y-axis. Just directly moment of inertia of each, I have to add the moment of inertia of the individual parts about its centered axis. That is Iyy1 is equal to D1 B1 cube by 12 plus D2 B2 cube by 12 plus D3 B3 cube by 12. The substitute values, that is 40 into 150 cube by 12 plus 100 into 20 cube by 12 plus 20 into 90 cube by 12. Calculate and simplify, we will get. Next, find moment of inertia of the Z section shown in figure. So about centroidal axis parallel to the base. All dimensions are in mm. Parallel to the base means x. So here Z section, and dimensions of Z section is given. That is bottom flange is 100 cross 12, wedge is 18 thickness, and the horizontal top flange is 70 cross 10. So it's not symmetrical about any axis. You have to find the given question is how to find the moment of inertia of the given section about centroidal axis which is parallel to base. That is let us assume xx is the axis passing through its centroid which is parallel to the base. So first step is, first you have to divide the given section into 3 rectangles as shown in figure. See here. I have to find Ixx only. Okay. Three rectangles. First rectangle is the full. First rectangle is 100 cross 12. Second rectangle Second rectangle is 80 cross 18, and third rectangle is 70 cross 10. So first rectangle, that is A1 is equal to 100 cross 12, that is 1200. Second rectangle area A2 is equal to 80 cross 18, that is 1440 mm square. And third rectangle area A3 is equal to 70 cross 10, that is 700 mm. And we have to find the centroid of the composite section. So only Y component we required for calculating moment of inertia of the about central axis parallel to base. That is y bar is equal to a1 y1 plus a2 y2 plus a3 y3 by a1 plus a2 plus a3. And y1 a1 a2 a3 we are calculated, already calculated, and we have to find y1 y2 y3. So y1 equal to from base now, that is half of 12, that is 6. Y1 is equal to 6, and y2 is equal to half of so y2 is equal to half of 80, that is 40 plus 12, 52. Okay, next y3 is equal to half of 10, that is 5 plus 92, 97. Okay, after that substitute all values in y bar. Y bar is equal to a1 y1 plus a2 y2 plus a3 y3 by a1 plus a2 plus a3. That is substitute 1440 into 1200 into 6 plus 1440 into 52 plus 700 into 97 by 1200 plus 1440 plus 700. We will get 44.9 mm. And next you have to find the distance between centroid of each and every part to centroid of the composite section. That is hy1 is equal to difference between y bar and y1. hy2 is equal to y bar, difference between y bar and y2. hy3 is equal to difference between y bar and y3. That is hy1 is equal to y bar, how much it's a 44.9. 44.9 minus 6, we get 38.9. Next hy2 is equal to y2 52 minus 44.9, 7.1, and hy3 is equal to 97 minus 44.9, will get 52.1 mm. So ixx is equal to ixx1 plus ixx2 plus ixx3. So ixx1 is equal to b1 d1 cube by 12 plus a1 hy1 square. So substitute the values, that is 100 into 12 cube by 12 plus 1200 into 38.9 square. Simplify, calculate that value. Similarly, ixx2 is equal to b2 h2 b2 d2 cube by 12 plus a2 h by 2 square. That is 18 into 80 cube by 12 plus 1400 1440 into 7.1 whole square. Simplify, we will get ixx2. Value is given. ixx3 is equal to b3 d3 cube by 12 plus a3 into h by 3 square. That is 70 into 10 cube by 12 plus 700 into 52.1 square. So after calculating individual So just add three values, you will get ixx. Ixx is equal to ixx1 plus ixx2 plus ixx3. Next, bar of triangular section of sides to 120 cross 90 cross 70 placed in such a way that its longest side is on the ground. Calculate the second moment of area of the section about a line below baseline, parallel to the base, which is at a 10 mm from the base. Okay. So first triangle. The dimensions of the triangle are 120 cross 90 cross 70, and 120 is the largest side which lies on the ground. So draw the triangle. Next, you have to find 120. Okay. And next, you draw the reference line which lies at a distance of 10 mm from the base of the triangle. And you have to find the height of the triangle. So for finding the height of the triangle, you have to draw a vertical line. So here in this, ABC is the triangle. AB is the largest side, 120. AC is 90 and BC equal to 70. So from C, draw a perpendicular line. That is, CD is the perpendicular line. That is vertical line drawn from C and AB. That gives the height of the triangle. So for finding the value of that height, from triangular rules you can find. Just assume let small h is the distance AD, height of the triangle, that is CD. So from triangle ACD, h square is equal to 90 square minus 120 minus x whole square. From triangle BCD, h square is equal to 70 square minus x square. So from solving above equations, you will get x value as 46.67 mm and height of the triangle is 52.17 mm. So area of the triangle is half into base into height, that is half into 120 into 52.17, you will get 3130.2 mm square. So moment of inertia of the triangle about a line, that is from parallel axis theorem we can find, that is I equal to I moment of inertia of the triangle about its centroidal axis plus area of the triangle into distance between the axis reference lines, h square. So that is Ig is equal to moment of inertia of the triangle about its centroidal axis, that is BH³ by 36. H equal to, so centroid, that is capital H equal to 10 plus h by 3. And h by 3, it is the centroid of the triangular section lies at a distance of 1/3 of its height, that is h by 3, that is 17.39 plus 10, okay, 27.39. So I is equal to B, that is 120, H 52.17, Q by 36 plus area 3130.2 into distance 27.39 whole square. So simplify, we will get. So next, find the moment of inertia of the angle section as shown in figure. About x-axis and y-y axis passing through the centroid. So it's just L section. Dimensions are given. So first step is first you have to divide into two sections, two rectangle sections. So along this dashes lines, we will divide. Divisions take place. So that is first have to find the moment of center of this L section. So that is find the area. Area is A1. First rectangle is the bottom one, and second rectangle is the vertical rectangle. So A1 is equal to 60 into 10, 600. And A2 is equal to 70 into 10, 700. And we have to find x1, y1 and x2, y2. Okay. Y1 equal to half of 10, that is 5. And y2 is equal to 10 plus half of 70. 35 plus 10, 45. Next, x1 is equal to half of 60, 30. And half of 10, that is 5. So here, this G represents the centroid of the rectangle one, that is x1, y1. x1 is 30, y1 is 5, and G2 is the centroid of the rectangle 2, that is x2, y2. x2 is 5, y2 is 45. So next, after that, find centroid of the composite section, x bar and y bar. X bar is equal to a1 x1 plus a2 x2 by a1 plus a2, and y bar is equal to a1 y1 plus a2 y2 by a1 plus a2. So substitute the values and calculate. We will get x bar is equal to 16.54 and y bar is equal to 26.54 mm. Moment of inertia about x-axis. Ix is equal to ixx1 plus ixx2. That is ixx1 is equal to b1 d1 cube by 12 plus a1 into hy1 square. Okay. So we have to find similarly hy xx2 ixx2 is equal to b2 d2 cube by 12 plus a2 into hy2 square. Substitute the values, calculate. Similarly, find iyy is equal to iyy1 plus iyy2. That is d1 b1 cube by 12 plus a1 into hx1 square. d2 b2 cube by 12 plus a2 into hx2 square. So substitute the values, simplify, will get. Okay, next and last problem is there. This is also I section. Find the moment of inertia of the I section about centroidal axis shown in figure. All dimensions are in mm. We already solved, no? Same, just you can practice this one. Okay, we'll stop here. Up to this chapter also completed. That is properties of geometrical properties of the sections is over. Okay, we'll stop here. Thank you.